The day I got my A-level results, I was so happy. I had secured the grades I needed to study computer science at university. My mum, who was a teacher, was extremely proud and couldn't stop talking about my results to our family and friends. I regularly attended the local mosque to pray, and one day after prayer, I was approached by a Muslim brother. I hadn't seen him before, and he asked if I was interested in meeting other young people to talk about Islam and the issues facing Muslims. Brother Rashid took me to his house. There we listened to talks that discussed Islamic teachings and the plight of Muslims around the world. I enjoyed the chance to speak to other young Muslims who were taking an interest in their religion like me. I began spending more time with my new friends and often went to Brother Rashid's house for dinner. My parents had asked me about the time I was spending with my new friends, but I told them I was attending a study circle, so they didn't question me further. One day, Brother Rashid started discussing Muslims in Syria. He mentioned 2 boys from our city who had travelled to Syria to join ISIS. He showed us a graphic video featuring these boys discussing their life in Syria and how it was the duty of Muslims to help them. At first I was shocked, but he persuaded us that we had to seek revenge against the West for allowing Muslims to suffer. Brother Rashid had set up an instant messaging group, and I began to receive messages every day, sometimes more than 100. Many of these were links to talks online which praised those that had acted to protect Allah's cause and our fellow Muslim brothers and sisters. I questioned the things I was being told by Brother Rashid, but I had been part of his group for several months and didn't want to disappoint my new friends. One day, while watching the news about Syria, I started getting very angry. I argued with my parents that this was the fault of the West and that the kuffars should be punished. My parents were completely taken aback. They'd never seen me talk like this. They questioned why I was saying this, but I couldn't tell them. The next day my father introduced me to a man who attended the same mosque as him. The man explained he was the father of the local boy who had travelled to Syria and was now appearing in ISIS videos. He explained how his grief had made him very sick and ruined his family. I thought a lot about what the man had been put through and knew I couldn't do the same to my parents or to hurt innocent people. This was not what I had learnt about my religion. I told my parents what had been happening at the study circle and showed them the magazines I was given which talked about how to die in the name of Allah. With the help of my parents, I stopped talking to the group of brothers. Very shortly after, I heard about Brother Rashid being arrested for planning to detonate a bomb on a train that would have killed hundreds of people. I was shocked. That could have been me. My father supported me in speaking to other young people in my local area and warning others about the dangers I had faced. I wanted to ensure that no other young Muslims were duped into believing a fake version of Islam.